So Monfree's back into the team this week after the slight adductor strain that caused him to miss last week. We know he's a sharp shooter. Perfect start for the Bombers.
Well, I'm not going to cast aspersions on the umpires at this stage, but you...
Tagging the great Acker. Ball up. Watson. Bounces it forward. Hurley peels back on race. Gets away from Dawson. Runs to 45 and kicks a dream goal.
They're going to have to do something about that 2-on-1 round the stoppages, because what's happening is...
Yeah, just to expand, I reckon Ben McAvoy is growing with a lot of confidence around the ground, but I still don't see him giving enough of genuine first use to Essendon midfielders.
Zaharakis squeeze it through, a needle-eye opening.
I'd like to see that one again with Zaharakis.
Bombers with one spare, just floating between Stanley and Rewald.
Back of the pack, Howlett. How is he free?
Well, I can assure you that won't please Ross Lyon. No, Hill's not playing today, but that's a Hill Ryder Hurley factor where they've got three talls up there.
Just get it in.
Let's get it in quickly.
Clark tried to break through, couldn't. Ryder does break through, and again a needle-eye opening, and he finds it.
Well, I reckon right about now the stoppage coach in the St Kilda box will be getting an absolute earful, because that is...
Holding the man out of zone.
Right. And some boos. Paddy Ryder's inside 50, doesn't get a jump at it. McAvoy hands behind. Jetta puts the Jets on, kicks toward goal, and they've got their mojo back, the Bombers.
It does look to be a set play, Jared, you mentioned before. I mean, that wasn't a talk, but...
Revolt set, he's in a good spot here to go. Oh, he had hands to it. Hocking stole it from him. Harding him wide. Heppel. Stephen tries to shut him down. Heppel goes, Stand and Cramery over the top. They've created the loose man. Dawson came to put pressure on. That allowed Hurley free. Short Zaharakis. Brilliantly worked. Now he's got Watson.
Watson's really starting to get on top of Goddard now.
Right now, Jobe Watson has played his way into the elite. 8th in the Brownlow last year. And he's squeezed that in only just. Back to a 3-goal margin.
And that may be the tactic too with Del Santo and Goddard going with Watson. I mean, they might... And with all of the forward presses and things like that, Jared, one of the few times you really have a chance to get quickly into your forward line, your centre bounces. They are critical.
Heppel. That was critical to Cramery. Might back himself in here. Shorts at Watson. That should have been spoiled. And Watson will line up from just inside 50.
Once again, a tackle started there. I think it was Lovett Murray in the centre of the ground.
Will skip steps. Floats a little. Oh, that's a thing of beauty.
How often would you see Watson with 7 kicks and no handballs, Gerald?
McAvoy. Del Santo just got the arm free. Ray, play on, not 15, as you heard. Gamble still attacked it in an attempt to grab it. Howlett does well. Monfrees to Watson. Little left foot poke. Winderlich. Monfrees. Positive build-up. Wide kick. Hurley. Open forward line. Cramery and Ryder. Now the Saints getting numbers back. Wilt, 1-on-2. Ryder.
She's an athlete.
They would have taken him ahead of Dale Thomas and Mark Murphy. That's how much they rated him as a kid. And he splits the middle.
Recruiting officers always say that, Dwayno. Let me assure you.
Had 9 clearances last week against Richmond. David Armitage become a key in the midfield.
That's a great kick.
Hooker. Lonergan bumped on the kick. Watson having a dream afternoon. Heads wide right. I thought about playing on dust. Hurley. He's got time. He's got space. And he's got brilliance.
Well, if you want to know how to move the ball quickly,
how's that good?
Not great kicks inside 50, and that's just a team a little bit down on form.
Jetta to Howlett.
I think the reverse applies for the red and the black.
Watson, he's got a one-on-one. Ryder and Gwilt. Ryder's in a good spot. Position 1A. And gives it off. Zaharakis under pressure. What pressure?
Yeah, you touched on it, Jared. It's a really...
He's doing a bit of jaw sort of movement there, Nick Rewalt.
It's kind of better than concussion, at least.
That was much better by Armitage there. He was hand across the chest, but...
Jetta sends it along. Zaharakis, Graham, Zaharakis kept his feet. It just keeps getting better and better. Biggest margin of the game. 29 points.
He's basically got to work on round 5 in the next hour.
Yeah.
Cramery, Bell Chambers, they're all up. Bell Chambers pulls it down. Tough ball to be grabbing McAvoy's front spot. Hands on it. Couldn't pluck it. Heppel does. Kicks to half forward. Off Dempster. Dawson dragged down Winderlick. Here we go again. Monfries, open goal square. That's his forte. They can do no wrong.
Otherwise, Elwyn Davey, who I saw at half-time, he wants to eat a football right now and get out there. He's going to be activated.
Nottingham with an early clearance. Cramery knocks to his own advantage. Scoots onto it, left foot. They're showing no mercy.
Well, that's the worst start you could possibly have.
Trying to look for an open space or a free man. There's none of it. It's coming back. Dempsey short. Howlett. Got an ear massage and 50. He'll be within range. For a 48-point margin. Never in doubt. They are dazzling. Fletcher long. Hurley's about to compete for this one. Oh, he nearly pulled it down as well. So Hocking got it. Give to Monfries. Give to Jetta.
That's a great kick.
Cramery, well weighted. And Cramery didn't really have to wait. Pops it inside 50. They're like flies to wanton boys right now. The Saints are just pulling their wings off.
Go over us.
That's what he has ahead of him. And the roar tells the story.
Well, I had Watson in my super coach team.
Graham. Zaharakis attacks him. Heppel. Hocking. And dumped. This will be a free downfield against Schneider. Winderlick will take it.
Jason Winderlick.
Yeah, just unnecessary from Schneiders and not what the coach should be looking for at this stage of the game, I can assure you.
So from directly out, Winderlick. It's a frightening scoreline.
Well, again, no, not on today's form, I wouldn't have thought. But I mean, what we get fixated by.
Graham caught. That's virtually ball. Winderlick wrapped him up and will have the shot from 12 metres out.
I think the point, Ray, what we tend to get fixated by is who's going to win the premiership. I mean, it's round 3 now, and I guess as a recently retired coach, we really don't talk about finals. With 19 rounds to go, I still think they need to continue to improve. Look, if they continue to improve and they've got their best players up and going, and we're talking about them in round 20. If they were playing in round 22 this game against...
Grand finals and premierships are the big ticket item, but if you're going to ask are they going to have a say in September, you'd say, well, they're playing better than probably 14 or 15 other sides in the comp.
Yeah, including the team that played in the grand final last year. Hardingham tries to shuffle it out. Watson. And if it's possible, he's even improved. Stanton, short pass. Winderlick. They're almost improving by the minute. In front of goal, Jason Winderlick kicked 2 goals 12 last year. He was horrendously inaccurate. 2 straight today. And 5 straight for the season so far.
Played on Stephen Milne pretty successfully today.
Fletcher down the middle to Melksham. Precision again.
Lindelich is off.
Yeah, and he can get and go. Davies running for him. In fact, it's Jetta. And he bounces away from Goddard. He knows he's got Hurley. Kick needs to be good. It's spectacularly good.
That's the one that James Hird said wasn't going to happen. Getting the space behind. Alwyn Davies just filthy. He couldn't get involved.
They haven't missed too many targets, have they?
20 seconds.
2-goal afternoon so far for Hurley. Now has 3. And it's back over 50 points, the margin.
It's got a really strong mix, but I think the Saints just look a little bit one-paced.
Crowd just a tick under the 50,000 mark, and Bell-Chambers gets an easy goal. This is disastrous for St Kilda.
And it'll be interesting to see what sort of athletic work they do over the next 2 weeks.
Oh, that's a really good point, Jared. There's no doubt. I mean, they would have started probably 5 weeks behind Essendon. So it is a real good chance over the next 2 weeks for the fitness staff of St Kilda to do a terrific job for them to get some real miles into those legs.
Huge roar. If you're an Essendon fan, what you just saw will bring tears to your eyes. And if you're a St Kilda fan, likewise. 52 points. The final margin. Essendon 21-10, 136 to 12-12-84. It hasn't been a great day at the office for Nick Riewoldt in game 200, but for the Bombers, they are a contender in 2011.